Hello, my friends. Halina here from Awakening to Joyful Living and the Joy Keepers Network. Happy Easter. Even if perhaps it doesn't necessarily feel happy all the time, Easter is a time of transformation. It is so symbolically, historically, and I also think that most of us can feel it, how it is so energetically. At least I see it in my life, I see it in the lives of my clients and of people I know, of friends, that there is a dying and there is a renewal. There are old structures falling apart and something new is showing up. And sometimes you can experience that it, in a sense, happens all at the same time, that there are perhaps aspects of your life that seem to fall apart and other aspects that already are rising. And it can be a weird feeling. And another feeling that can be weird is the feeling that I noticed or have been noticing for a little while, and I kind of dove into it yesterday. I was doing my creative hour, so each day these days I take an hour to just be in creative flow. It's not for work, it's not for projects, it's not for anything. It's just to let the creativity flow. The experience I like to share that I hope will resonate or will somehow inspire you is that while I was writing about it, there was this sense of it being like an empty space. An empty space to explore, an empty space where something new can grow, but again without any march orders, just a space. But at the same time, there was this feeling of, I got this vision of that I was in that big space, but on the horizon of it, there was a lot happening. There was almost the opposite of the space I felt in it. There was a lot of activity, a lot of energy, a lot of movement. Whereas in that moment while I was writing, I was in a space where there was no movement and not much energy really, and just kind of a stillness. And then I looked out of the window and I saw a tree. And then I saw some other trees, and then I saw some birds, and then I saw, houses and people, and had this beautiful experience that all of this is happening at the same time, and that we are all one with all of this that is happening at the same time. And what it really means is that we may at times focus on the emptiness, or on the movement, or on the death, or on the rebirth. But all of it is happening at the same time. And it is all part of us. We just kind of move our focus from one thing to another. And when I not think about it, because it's not thinking, but when I get this feeling of this richness of life that is happening, even while death is happening, even as things are falling apart, something else is growing up, and the fact that it's all happening at the same time, and it is really all one, and it is really all connected, and it is really all you and me. For some reason, that fills me with such a sense of beauty, with such a sense of love, with such a sense of gratitude for the richness of life, even as it is dying, even as it is weird, even as we don't understand where we are yet, even as we don't have a sense of direction in that moment, even if our circumstances are changing and we don't know how, there is such a richness and such a beauty to it. It is a place in consciousness. It is not a chaotic place, no matter how chaotic it looks. There is really a deeper wisdom and a deeper guidance and a deeper leadership happening and leading us and taking us where we are meant to go, one step at a time, and sometimes by standing still, and sometimes even by going backwards. It doesn't matter. It's the same path, and it is created there for us, and we are supported on it. And so there is joy in knowing that, and there is faith in knowing that. And I just wanted to share that joy with you, and share that love with you, and share that faith with you. That knowing that wherever you are, wherever you go, even when you don't know where you go, you are right on your path. You are right on your way where your heart really longs to be. Thank you for listening, and I wish you a happy Easter.